Welcome back to Factorio SpaceX Extreme Mode, where we are making great progress through the dry dock construction phase, needing 25 times as many launches as normal at 16 times the price. I am currently at the oil area at the coal drop-off for our newly completed coal facility, this 76 million mine. So what we're going to do is set up at least one train. We probably will have two running this piece, but I've realised I just have enough locomotives for one, so let's get this one on. We are obviously going to need more power there. Where is our locomotives? There they are. So, this one will be our coal train. We will go to coal 1 until inventory full, and then we'll come back to coal drop off until inventory empty, and let's get out of here. Now, my engineering train is just here. I need to turn it around. I don't want, at the moment these are facing the wrong way, so that's okay, we can turn around. So what I'll do is I'll move it in. Actually, either way is no good to me, is it? I need to change the orientation of all of these because it's supposed to be unloading. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it so that these two won't unload at all. I'll be able to move my train in to get it out of the way. I'll see if that's enough, and then we will fix up the station so that it unloads rather than tries to load, because that was a problem with the blueprint that I used to set this up. Yeah, that should do for now. We're going to end up with a whole lot of rocket fuel in there if I'm not careful, so let's get out of here. And of course we're going to block the coal train, but that is okay. Of course it's going into this one, isn't it? And it won't be able to unload just yet, but we will fix that in just a sec. One side at a time. And this will save our coal mine from being completely depleted, the one that has been serving oil. At least that's the general idea, and you know what, it would probably be faster. Instead of just doing this manually, I actually, whoops, just created a blueprint of it, but what the hell. It's not that much. Although I might cut out doing some of this since it's obviously a little bit tedious, and it's not really what the episode is supposed to be about. The episode is really about setting up a steel an external steel processing facility and bringing that online, and putting speed modules in our extra iron that we set up that other time. Oh, this is a great way to get RSI too. How many more have I got? It's not too many more. At least. Oop. So there we go. Just to check, coal's at 5.7 million, so we'll still get some from there, so that's wonderful. Now, what I want to do is come over here, and I'm not 100% sure where. I could jam the steel up here, and then there's room for like a second one if that ends up being where I want to go with it, but I guess we're just going to have to see how it works. I'm kind of thinking that I should allow enough room for one of these iron plate trains to fit in here before the entrance, which you'll notice in a normal gap they don't quite have enough room, so maybe I'll leave a little bit of a buffer just to try and make that possible. Anyway, let's head over here. Get out of the way of the coal train, let it start running. You notice without science going, our UPS is now, well, it's not great, but it's better than it was. That's our stone that we're using for landfill. Somewhere around about, yeah, well in fact we know that that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's about 4 trains to there, 4 carriages worth. A 242 has 8, a 383 has 14, so if that's 4, and that's another 4, that's 8, and we want 14, then the entrance should be no closer than basically here. That should be where they can enter. And that will enable us to safely fit a 383 in here. Alright, that's good. So, can I kind of use this setup? Kind of. And kind of not. Where does the steel go? I guess I'll have some room here, so I could route the steel just back round and up this way. Though that seems a little bit wonky to do it like that. Maybe what I should do is actually put in another junction and put the iron coming round. Yeah, probably makes more sense, and then I don't need to worry about this so much. Let's try that idea instead. So let's get our trusty blueprint. That's the one we want. Guess there's as good as anywhere. Now that's going to have to change to one of the, whoops, not one of those, to one of these. So basically we'll have some track. Bring along here. So that it's long enough, and then we want our corner piece. And then we want to insert one of these and have this just have entrances in, so it'll end up looking basically exactly like one of these. I probably have that as a blueprint somewhere. Huh. Like right there, for example. So that lines up perfectly. And that would squeeze it in just fine, so let's do that. Do we have enough room for these? Might need this to come out a little bit further. Yeah, I think I do. Alright. Let's just do that. It's kind of a mirror image of that we actually need, isn't it? I thought I made a corner piece. Never mind. Alright, so what we want to be able to do is, that's as steep as that can turn. the exit, so if I follow the same sort of strategy, not working for me. We end up with something like this. Those are the exits and the entrance. Should be something like that. Might just use some blueprints now to speed us on our way. Do I need to do it like this? Probably not. But the method up here seems to have some advantages, so why not? Okay, so we won't have enough resources to fill this out completely, I'm pretty sure. This one here needs to be a stop like one of these, which I am pretty sure I have a blueprint for that. That's it there. Oops. Let's place that again. Place this. And the wires. You never know when you need them and which link is essential. Now, this one, what's my naming convention for these guys? Iron plate pickup, so it can be steel pickup. Steel pickup. Now, we're going to want some clever logic here. Different logic to what we have above. But these, I think what we're going to try and do is we'll give them the same name as, not oil, iron plate drop, but we will disable them if they're unable to accept more iron plate. That's basically the idea. But first of all, let's get a supply train in here to pick up the missing material. Doesn't look like we're missing any rail lines, but we are missing quite a lot of this stuff. So let's whack that down there. Come down to our new supply station down here. This is this one, turn that off. Okay, what we need is 500, and this is where something that could just copy all this for me would be just great, but never mind. 528 speed module 3s. Uh, 504. I was going to call them smart inserters, but they're stack inserters, of course. 360 productivity modules 3. 275 of these guys, the passive providers. 264 beacons. Um, 228 of the requester chests. 180 furnaces. I'm not going to get the rail. 87 power poles. I don't know how many of these roboports I'm going to need. Maybe we'll get 20. 12. Actually, we've got those in hand. We've got the stations and I've got the other one, so that will do. I will order that in first, get it built, and then we'll get the robots afterwards. Now, we are going to need to ensure that we have include all of this in our network, so I will need some more roboports to ensure that happens. Right, stop this nonsense, guys. Now, let's get some roboports. That should be enough. So yeah, to get us a network of these things. Oh, and then power, of course. There. Now, I did tell it to go, didn't I? Yes, I did. Hopefully it can fit all of that, because I really didn't test to see if it could, because some of these don't have particularly high stack limits. Seems to going fine so far. Awesome. On our map, our supply train should be underway. Should be underway. Yes, it is. Awesome. So that will come and build out steel. I'm going to quickly check on coal up here. I haven't got any logic here yet. I need to put some logic in. So that it uses both passages, but yes, it's pretty much stopped drawing from here, which is kind of the idea. That will just be an emergency reserve, and it will draw from here because that's a lot closer. That was the idea, and we will need to build another train in due course. But that's going to probably have to do us. We'll finish this up next episode. So I will see you then. Thanks very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.